Butterscotch biscuits. Have a listen to this. Do you hear that? That is the sound of 3 ice cubes shaken around in my protein bottle. The deep state insiders have informed CNN recently that the anti-Joe Biden campaign is starting. They're here to basically call him a doo-doo head. As we watch the crypto cycle continue, I would like you to know something. If you go back in history and you look back at the intermediary part, which is where we believe we are right now, there were these little signs that came on which let you know something big was happening under the surface. You couldn't quite put your finger on it, but something was happening. Do you hear me? Something. I don't know what it is. They're doing something. They're always doing something. They're always plotting. Hopefully, they are plotting a catastrophe to print so we can print some green candles, baby, because that's exactly what we're here for. Don't ever let your guard down, friends. There's always a bull market around the corner. I find it fascinating that even the US president is not safe, all right? So there's always been these conspiracies. I can't even use the word conspiracy anymore because it's pretty much, what's the difference between conspiracy and reality? Haha, about 6 months. All right, settle down, children, everyone. My chair's really squeaky today, by the way. So look, will they replace the US president with a health issue? It's something to think about. Why is this important? Well, I just care about our bags. I want our bags to pump. I don't care about anything else. So I'm thinking about, will they move a new character to the blue team for the US of A? And if they do that, they're going to have to give you a sweetener deal. You know what that means? That means they're going to have to pump our bags. If you are changing the United States president and they actually do this, you're going to have to think, man, there has to be a package that comes with it. They're going to have to bribe somebody. I like Sleepy Joe as a character. I think we memed him. Of course, we memed him, but not for the reasons he wanted. And I do think it's interesting. So friends, please, I don't care about politics. I am trying to bring these into the context of our crypto bags. I'm drawing this information out from the universe. I'm putting the pieces of the puzzle together, and I'm telling you, please keep your fluffy slippers on. These are important because it adds to our probability of the super bull scam from Roca Negra. If we get a left translator type of pump, which means if everybody expects the dumb money to come in 2025, guess what happens? The dumb money actually buys in 2024. That's the most important thing. And so you don't want to be with that dumb money. Now, I don't like calling them dumb money. I always call them emotional money. I think that's better to think about it. Like emotional money. What does emotional money do? They act on emotions that correlate to emotions in the same way. So if they feel good, they buy. If they feel bad, they sell. That's an emotional buy. You got to do the opposite of that. And you do know that. You do know when things are going really bad, no one wants to click sell. I've even had my friends time and time again. I hope we're so close to like just finishing this freaking bear market because they just tell me, they go, man, I'm done with it. I have friends that literally told me, 3 friends, right, independently told me I'm not adding a single dollar to this stupid crypto scam for this year. Yeah, they didn't even say this year. They basically said never again. But I told them, you'll think different about in January. So I'm just telling you about different people. And they go, I know, it's meant to be the future. But man, it's just a freaking scam. I know, friends. Candles go red. You think that's a scam? Wait till you see to what they do to the president. So it's weird that CNN now talking about Sleepy Joe, President Sleepy Joe, and the past lies he's done. It's interesting how the deep state work, and they have a messaging protocol, what they do. So before they come and do the final assassination, they basically just like weed someone out. They prepare the people to like not like them anyway. Like, oh, he was on his way out anyway, if you know what I mean, right? Very, very powerful. And these are the people who the Bitcoin maxis say they're going to flip. All right, now I hope they flip them. And I hope eventually we get there. I just don't know how fast it's going to take. That's something you've got to think about. Don't forget, it always comes back down to network effects. And by the way, we have a giant network of friendship here. Like, subscribe, bell button on. Make sure you shock the algorithm. Shock it with your friends and family for me, friends. Ben Armstrong, he'll always be known as Bitboy to us, okay? It all comes down to network effects. I'm telling you right now. Please, listen to me. You're listening, I know. They're going to print money. Market go up, market go down. If they print money, does it necessarily straight away come into our bag? No. What happens is there are people who have access to that money. They are in this circle. Each dot represents an evil scum snake. They eventually, somewhere down the line, loan money out to somebody who likes to take risk. They are in the outer circle, okay? Now, these are still insiders, but the outer circle. Now, some of these other snakes, what they say is they go, you know what? Let's buy some crypto. That's what makes our bags go up, all right? It's not necessarily when they print money, it directly goes into our bags. It's all about network effects. All of it comes down to network effects. And then eventually, if the number goes up high enough, there's a perception that it will keep growing. And there's a perception that fiat ain't so hot anymore. That's the perception you're looking for. But it doesn't mean that the money directly translates in. Don't forget, Bitcoin's already got $220 million. All right. Now, you can look at this on big picture, and you can look at this on small pictures. That's why I enjoy looking at the challenge, right? Can Ben Armstrong, can Bitboy resurrect again? And if he does, it's a brand. It's a network effect, okay? That's why I want you to learn this, okay? So look at this. Everybody asked, look at this. They asked, Mr. Crypto Journey asked, which logo do you like better? Bitboy or Discover Crypto? I bet if you asked this question a year ago, which logo do you like better? And you had an answer like none of them. They're both trash. I promise you, everyone would have said they're both trash. But now, because there's conflict and there's fighting, people have now taken a side. You need a story to believe in. You need another enemy. You need a common enemy to fight. Ben Armstrong's got one. They're trying to take him down. You got to use this to your advantage. That's how Bitcoin uses it to their advantage as well. We are creating narratives in other altcoins, meme coins, and everything else in between. They know what they're doing, friends. Everybody in control knows exactly what they're doing. These network effects, this is actually what we're here for. Because the network effect is all you have once the price goes down. You need people you need to give people a reason of something to believe in. If the number's going down, why are they still here? Cult, community, belief, story, narrative. That's what we're here for. That's what keeps everybody going. You got none of them, you got nothing. Ben Armstrong, Bitboy, built 1.4 million followers like this. If you go listen to any of Ben's videos, I've seen many people be really critical. They've said, oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about, or I don't know, pump and dump. They miss it. They miss the point, okay? Miss the point. It's always nobodies who are talking like this. And the dude with all the followers, they're critiquing him. It makes no sense. Well, you got to learn from this. That's why. Who else out there is actually telling you, hey, you got to learn. There's something that we can grab for ourselves here. There's somebody who has walked through this path. We can grab this for ourselves and empower us. I'm talking about network effects. Just some chick just tags Fire Gary Gensler right under this. Thank you very much. All right? I appreciate you. I love you very much. This is exactly what you want. You see, the community, the little bubble, right? It grows bigger and bigger and bigger. And trust me, these things burst, friend. These things keep going up and up. That's how Bitcoin started at the start, man. Bitcoin was FU money. I'm going to stick it to the big man. That's how Bitcoin started. It's not that anymore. They've literally onboarded the big man now. And now they've got to convince the big man there's a bigger evil man out there. You see what I mean? Don't forget, it's a big world out there. I've got to repeat this to you. I love this image, friends. This is true. Total crypto. These are real numbers. 430 million worldwide users, around that. 430 million. Now, if we're going to get to 1 billion, that means there's 600 million people who are going to come in. You need to give them a reason to come in. A strong community. They want something to believe in. You got to think about those market demographics coming in. 600 million people, man. If you can just grab 1%, that's 6 million. That's a lot. Even if you can grab 0.5%, that's 3 million. Wow, that's a big number, man. 3 million is more than 2 million. Imagine 3 million come to your ecosystem. So much money is going to come in. They've got nowhere else to go because everybody's poor. That's what happens. The overlords, the deep state who are trying to take on the president and do whatever the hell they're trying to do, trying to work something out, they've made too many people poor. This is exactly what happens. The poor people, us, we congregate. We're poor in power, poor in time, poor in money, but rich in friendship. And we're dancing. We're going to be dancing all the way until some top signals appear. Now, this is the interesting part. If we saw, I promise, I'm not kidding. If Bitcoin was $75,000 and I saw this, meet the 16-year-old entrepreneur interested in cryptocurrency. All right, I promise you, I literally go to my portfolio. I will liquidate 70% of it instantly and then I'll liquidate another 5%, send it to DYDX Leverage Exchange, and I'll just put on a short, a 2x short. So the only way for me to get liquidated is basically like a 50 or plus 70, plus 100% move against me on the way up, right? I'm happy to let that go because that means the rest of the kill, and I'll just leave a short on. Let's just share with you, illustrate what that means. It means if we are up here, friends, if we're up here, I click sell, I get out. But then, right? But then what you do is, with a little bit of portfolio, you just put on a little short. And the only way for you to get crushed is if Bitcoin goes up here. Otherwise, you make money on the way down. That's me if I do that. Like, this is such a strong signal. Meet the 16-year-old entrepreneur. Like, this looks like a caricature. I can't even believe it's real. Like, these things just, I'm telling you now, there's going to be these different types of top signals. They're going to appear, but they're not going to be as like clear cut. You're going to see like different ones appear at different times, and it's going to be very hard. That's why we're going to have a scale out strategy. I made this video because I want you guys to know I get asked pretty much 3 times a week by somebody saying, please make a video on how we get out. When the time comes, we will. It's too early. Don't even worry about the sell button. The sell button is banned. Ban the sell button. Don't touch the sell button. Don't look at the sell button. During that time, we're going to have a method. Every time we start to see weird stuff like this weird kid coming out, all right, we start to trim something off. That's how we're going to play it. That's the only thing we can do. Because the hodlers are going to make it. All right, the hodlers are going to make it, and the poopy heads aren't. So I just got to repeat to you, right? So I've never heard a single positive thing from any crypto lawyer ever come out in crypto. So these people, they're always on the back end, man. So, you know, there's a scale here, friends, this mid-curve scale. We always want to be here and here. That's it. All right, okay, we got no chance of being here. We always want to be here. Lawyers miss every bull run. Every single time. Every time something comes out, they go, no, this is a security. Like, you know, with Friendtech, there were lawyers saying Friendtech is a security because you're creating expectations. And they also said that there's other lawyers saying that, oh no, you can be tracked and you're going to invite all these illegal stuff. Like, bro, just what are you talking about? What are you talking about, man? It's a freaking Ponzi that just launched like 13 days ago when they posted it. And they're talking about securities and stuff. Like, who cares? You see what I mean, friends? They keep fumbling their own bags. Can't be like that. It's always Max Duma FUD from lawyers. They're always 100% mid-curve take on everything. And it's funny, they always take 2 hours to say what I can put in one tweet. Like, just, I promise you we're going to make it. You're just going to need to have some belief. And also remember who loves you. I do. Make sure you like, subscribe, bell button all. Tell mum and dad we're here for the crypto truth. I appreciate every single one. You're going to catch you in the next one.